Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, my go-to for building a website and online shop. Hello, dear friends. Today I'm starting a new painting. Since I did not have enough time to finish the painting this month, I thought I'd focus this video more on the beginning stages of the process. So today's video will be part 1 in a 2-part series. Real quick before I begin, if you'd like to see a 30-minute tutorial of this video, along with hundreds of hours of exclusive content and monthly art rewards, feel free to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/happydartist. As you can see here, I first started with a small concept sketch, which is where I can play around and experiment with different compositions, ideas, and variations before finalizing on the one that I picked. Here are some other options I had considered before deciding on the one we're watching now, which ended up being kind of a hybrid of the first two. Next step is the color mockup, which I usually do as a small poster study in oils, or sometimes, like this time, I chose to do it digitally in Procreate. After learning the importance of using the light sources as not only a way to illuminate the subject, but also as a powerful narrative tool for setting a compelling composition, I decided to go with a sort of underlit scene where the subject would be illuminated from beneath her head, which gives the scene a more ethereal and otherworldly vibe. I'm also incorporating more warm yellows and oranges into the color palette in order to contrast and therefore bring out the cooler, darker tones of the evening environment. By playing around with these different lighting setups and color palettes in Procreate first, where it's easy to Ctrl-Z or undo or save multiple iterations, I'm able to experiment with lower risk than if I were to test these out for the first time in the actual painting. Which is why I think it's so useful that all artists learn to utilize digital painting and Photoshop tools to supplement their traditional painting process. Now we're on to the underpainting stage. I first prepared a 9 by 12 inch gesso board panel by toning it with Bohemian Green Earth oil paint from the Williamsburg brand. I then used the same color diluted with Gamsol to block in the figure and environment. I first used the thinned out Bohemian Green Earth paint to sketch the same way I would sketch with a pencil, starting with light, faint lines and then triangulating where I want to place things. And when I'm confident in the placement, I then move on to more darker, detailed lines. As you can see, I actually started over on this piece after the first attempt didn't feel quite right. That's why on the second attempt, I started with a very basic measurement of the halfway point on the vertical and horizontal axes. With even this very small measurement assistance, I was able to place and size the figure in a way that felt much more visually pleasant to me. Of course, it's impossible to not make any mistakes, especially in the beginning block-in stage, so I found myself erasing my paint lines a lot, which is totally fine. I either used a dry brush to scrub the lines away, or sometimes for larger mistakes, I would use a paper towel lightly moistened with Gamsol to wipe away large areas of paint in order to start over from scratch, such as the head, which had a tricky tilted angle that took me a few attempts to figure out. But that's the joy and benefit of having this underpainting stage. It's your chance to figure things out and problem solve without worrying about perfect paint application or mixing the correct colors. It's kind of like a playground / foundation / guidebook for your actual painting stage. After I finished sketching the block-in, I'm now using titanium white paint to map out the highlights and lighter halftones, sort of creating a slightly colorful grisaille underpainting. But instead of using black and white paint, like in a traditional grisaille, because I find black and white to be a bit too cold in temperature, I like to use Bohemian Green Earth and titanium white because it starts me off with a nice neutral undertone that complements the skin tones and other colors in my palette so much better. I decided to take some more time to carefully render a more detailed and thorough monochromatic underpainting for this piece because the lighting was so tricky and new to me. In the past, I probably would have chosen a more front-facing ambient light source because that was more straightforward / easy to paint. But now I want to challenge myself to make the scene feel dynamic and captivating. So I need lighting that creates areas of intense contrast so that our eyes are drawn to those focal points. This not only makes the piece a bit more interesting to look at, but it also helps facilitate the storytelling aspect of oil painting. The glowing moths are the main magical component of this piece. So by illuminating the figure with the moths as the main light source, it further reiterates their significance. Instead of just background elements, the moths are now main characters who play a vital role in describing the relationship and nature of the figure. You begin to wonder if the moths are helping light her way, or if she is the source of the magic that powers their glow. Perhaps it's a symbiotic relationship between this butterfly goddess and her winged friends. Who knows? And all right, that about wraps up today's video. Thank you all so much for watching, and please stay tuned for part 2 of this video coming up next month. And of course, you guessed it, my eternal never-ending sale is still going on in my shop, so if you'd like 20% off your order of prints and originals, just enter the code HOLIDAY at happyd-artist.com. And if you're interested in learning more about how to paint and draw, I have lots of art educational content on my Patreon page, including exclusive video tutorials, step-by-step photo tutorials, live streams, podcasts, and even surprise art gift boxes. All available at patreon.com/happydartist. I'd love to have you join my Patreon family. A big thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video and supporting the art community. Squarespace is the best platform to create a professional website and online shop. Their beautifully designed templates are easy to use for beginners and look great on both desktop and mobile. I've sold my art through Squarespace for almost 10 years, and I can attest to the quality of their online commerce features, whether you want to sell digital or physical items. They also provide useful analytics that help you make the most of your online business. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/happydartist to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Also, if you want to check out more artworks, works in progress, and just random daily artist adventures, feel free to check out my Instagram, and you can follow me at the handle @happydartist.